Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Aliaxis booth at ACHEMA 2022. I'm Gianmarco Robles, International Sales Manager for the brands FIP and Astore, and I'm happy to welcome you on the booth again for the case study presentation of this afternoon. I'm here with our partner from Norway, Knut, Erik, Walle, from the company Eurofusion, distributors of FIP products. And together we're going to give you an insight on the sustainable production of food. As we all know, the world population is keeping on growing year on year, and this is bringing challenges in the supply chain of food and the sustainable production of food. So there is an urgency to improve the global supply chain of the production of food in order to have less waste and less food losses, which today is the major problem, critical problem, in order to bring food to people and to the human beings that need to have a good access to food. There are many elements of traditional farming and knowledge that can bring to a good production of food. This knowledge, combined and enriched by the latest scientific knowledge, can support productive food systems. Erik will now give us an insight on the aquaculture systems for the production of sustainable food in Norway. Thanks, Erik.
Thank you.
The stage to you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Knut Erik Walle, coming from the company Eurofusion in Norway. I'm a product manager, also the founder of the company, and we are working, among other things, also very closely into the aquaculture industry in Norway. The aquaculture industry in Norway is an industry who's been there for several decades, but maybe 30 years, 40 years. And it's grown to a significant industry in Norway based on the knowledge we had in fisheries. From being farmers growing the fish, now to industrial plants producing mainly salmon, which is famous worldwide. And why is this important and interesting regarding the food and sustainable food production? The thing is, when we are going to produce food, we have a certain amount of factors, especially how we feed what we would like to grow. And there are some substantial advantages growing fish, which means actually when you're feeding, you need 1.1 kilo with food to grow 1 kilo of fish, which is extremely efficient way of producing the fish and the foods. Yeah, you can see. And this has made the national government to decide to grow this production from 1.5 million tons today to 5 million tons in 2050. It seems like a long time away, 20 years, but it's a huge industrial development. And the thing is, to obtain this type of production volumes, we need to enlarge the capacity to grow the fish on land. And this is the basis for the project and the presentation I'm going to give today, very shortly, very briefly, on how this works and some of the aspects, also technical, into product and what this means. Thank you. Sorry. So, in traditional fish farming, let's say in the old days, we had a factory on the coast. We had a river with fresh water coming through the plant into the sea water. Today, with the growing industrial development, there are no rivers left, so we have to grow it on land. This is well known from, especially from Asia, how to grow fish in ponds. But this development demanded a totally new, let's say, philosophy and technology development of how to use the water and clean the water. So what we do today, we build factory plants with a closed loop for the water. In the old days, the water came through and all the waste went into on the coastline. Now we are cleaning it. But this means we get new challenges how to clean the water, purify the water, so the fish can have a safe growth, healthy growth, control of diseases, bacterial growth, which is extremely important because the salmon and the fish is very sensitive and very difficult to grow. So if the fish are getting stressed by ammonium in the water from the sewage from the fish, little oxygen to breathe, high nitrogen, because the rotting process in the water, we need to control this. And one of the main things is to control biofilters for the cleaning and using mechanical filters to take out the particles. And this is large volumes. This is like small cities. A factory for fish production is like a city of 100, 200,000 people in some of the effects which we are cleaning. So we really need to have control on the parameters into cleaning the water and the effects, and make sure that the water is healthy. So the government decided to invest a lot of money in research on how to solve these problems in the system, which is RAS, recirculating aquaculture system. Basically, just reusing the water. We are reusing the water up to 95 and almost 100%, which need the cleaning is critical. And in this specific project, there are two things. We would like to clean the water either with use of ozone or with peracetic acid, PAA, and how this affects the growth of the fish and the health of the fish in the water. There are many agents for growing different type of diseases, and environmentally it's now crucial to have this under control, and of course economic factors are also playing a round. The answer here is also sustainability, and this is the way of building sustainability is to grow in a good way. There are a lot of challenging when you have massive solutions growing that we have disease development. The RAS system is the same system which we use for water treatment. We have some heat control, some cleaning. We have tanks with the clean water, tanks with the biofilters, as we see it. And the water we use
some technical problems, but it's shown correctly.
Good. The technology is still quite young. It's been around for around 10 years, and the research and the need for research is still there. Still, there are knowledge built up through the years of traditional fish farming, which is still valid for the new way of doing this. With the RAS system, we can move around. We can produce the fish where you want. We could have a plant here on the side of the Messehalle in Frankfurt at the exhibition here and produce fish. Would be maybe a small one. It's fully possible because we are just cleaning the water. This is the new ages. We are going to manage to produce sustainable food in those volumes. We need to have this technology. So in Norway, we have a national research center. It's called Nofima. We have different centers placed around in Norway, and they are having different areas which they're doing the research. So our project was made by Nofima, research agency in Sunndalsøra, where they have built a full plant of making research. This means they do full research from the fish eggs until the fish is produced up to 4 or 5 kilos. And some of the research are run for 5 years. They realized to be able to speed up the research, they needed much more capacity, so they built a new hall. And we supplied a lot of fittings and solutions to them, together with one of our partners, Tingvoll Rør. And we built a test hall with 50 tanks, with the possibility to do 25 independent research projects. So, in this specific project, where we have small tanks, 50 of them, placed 2 by 2, it's critical with the oxygen parameters, with the temperature, we're doing the salinity and the purity. So we needed to have some flow control and also other factors into the project. Our delivery is a traditional pipe fittings and valve delivery. We deliver many hundreds, maybe 1,000, 2,000 meters of pipe in total, doing PVC, doing polyethylene, pipes, bends and fittings, and a lot of manual valves, and also some operated valves. But most important here is the control with the flow meters. To have a flow meters, you can do the job accurately, be precise enough, which we could use in the process, and to be used by operators. So how strange it seems here, this is a fantastic product. It's from the F5P, from the FLS range, which was installed on all 25 units to control the water. It's a nice product. Why? It's basically in plastic, which we love, related to corrosion, but there are many other features. It's quite simple. People understand how it works. It's self-calibrating, so it makes it way for the operators, and you can operate it very easily. And this was the key point at the project, because the operators have to understand and be very quickly if something fails with all these fish tanks, because each fish tanks represent maybe up to €1 million in value of the produced fish in just such a small tank. Products have many other factors, mountability and connectivity. External panels, so it's a family of products. And for us, it was a key product into the project of Nofima.
Thanks a lot, Knut.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for explaining so good detail the project, the process, the production of salmon, and the product itself in detail. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot to everybody for watching to this presentation. We are here at the ACHEMA 2022 at the Aliaxis booth, so come by and stop by to have more details, to speak also with Knut Erik, or if you want to have more details on that, or contact us through the usual channels. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.